Michigan Vital Records. This is Rose. May I help you?
Hey, Rose. Yeah, I think you can help me. Here's my situation.
Okay.
I'm not a bar attorney, and for that reason, it's illegal for me to both request and use birth certificates.
Okay.
And I needed to get written permission from a bar attorney from within Vital Records Corporation to both request by means of using the child's name on the birth certificate, and also once I get the birth certificate, I need written permission to use that document in order to create other legal documents such as a driver's license.
How old is the child?
Well, what do you mean? The child on the birth certificate is actually legal fiction. It's something that the attorneys created.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Yeah. The birth certificate, like the original birth certificate that Vital Records it actually owns, we can only get copies of that.
Right. But
yeah.
I mean, how old is the child that you're trying to get the birth certificate for?
Well, I don't know, because the child is actually something, it doesn't have an age, really. It's something that was created, it's a legal fiction created by bar attorneys. And so that legal fiction is like a character in a book. And in order for me to even use the child's name, which is just a fictional character, I need to get express written permission from the attorneys that either created it or oversaw the creation of that legal character.
Hold on just one second, okay? What is your name?
Actually, I can't tell you what that is because it turned out to be a legal name, and there's a copyright holder on it, so it would be illegal for me to actually give you that name.
Okay, well, hold on a second.
Okay, thank you.
The Michigan Army National Guard is looking for motivated citizens to serve, protect, and aid their country and the great state of Michigan.
I'm going to have you talk to Paul, okay?
What's Paul's last name?
Paul Walchers. And if you hold on just one second, okay? I'll see if he's in.
Sure, thank you.
Hold on.
Hi, this is Paul. Can I help you?
Hey, Paul, curious to know, are you an attorney?
No.
Okay, what's your position there, your title?
I'm the Fraud and Security Coordinator.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Yeah, so this is my situation, as I was telling Rose. I am not an attorney, and I do not have legal authority to do any legal things. And so it presents quite the dilemma when it comes to legal documents such as a birth certificate, or rather a copy of a birth certificate, which is that's what we can get from Vital Records.
Right.
And because I do not wish to break the law, and I don't want to practice any legal things, without being an attorney, because that's against the law at Michigan and pretty much every other state, what I would like to get is a written permission to use the child's name on the birth certificate, the legal document, in order to make a request for that birth certificate. That's the first thing. Second thing is I need written permission to then use that birth certificate to have created other legal documents, such as a driver's license or passport.
Right. Why would you need written permission to use it?
Because the birth certificate is a legal document. At the child's name, it's actually a legal fiction, which is akin to saying it's like a character in a legal book. And that character and the birth certificate itself is very specifically copyright protected by a corporation. And the only people who can legally use those documents are bar attorneys. Now we can get over this. We can get over this by simply if I were to get permission, written permission from a bar attorney to do these legal things and use these legal documents, then we'll be, above board and not breaking any laws.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, that's true. You don't need permission to use your birth record to get identification. You do have to meet eligibility requirements. You would have to prove that you are either the child or the parent named on the document.
Well, we can't do that. We can't prove that we are a legal fiction on the document. And wouldn't you agree that the birth certificate is a legal document?
It is a legal document.
That's right. And so only attorneys can deal with legal documents legally.
No, that's not true.
Actually, that's the law.
No.
It is? Most definitely. You're not an attorney, right?
I'm not.
So you can't be dispensing legal advice. It sounds like you're dispensing legal advice.
No.
Yeah, you're making a legal determination. I'm telling you right now it's a legal fact. A legal document is A legal document is...
Look, you're into this sovereign fiction BS.
Sovereign fiction? What are you talking about?
It's all garbage. It has no standing in the U.S. courts.
What's a sovereign fiction?
Call the Attorney General.
Hey, what's a sovereign fiction?
There are people out there that believe that the birth record is a contract, that it has secret coding on it, and you're a asset of the state, and you can exempt yourself from taxes and all sorts of things if you follow certain rules.
Well, all that is very incorrect. Everything you just stated is incorrect. There's no contract at that birth certificate. The birth certificate is a legally created document, and it belongs to a corporation called Vital Records. That's a legal fact.
No,
you work for Vital Records. Hey, if the birth certificate didn't belong, then go ahead and give me my birth certificate, the original birth certificate.
No.
Yeah, the original.
The state of Michigan.
What's that?
It belongs to the state of Michigan.
The state of Michigan is a corporation.
Listen, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not going to get into lawyerly wrangling. If you want to talk about the legality of using the documents, talk to the Attorney General. That is the lawyer for the state of Michigan.
Don't you guys have legal counsel for Vitals?
The Attorney General.
Okay, well, that's another option, but usually Vitals has a counselor in-house.
Yes, we have in-house counselors, and they've told us that anybody wants to argue the laws regarding vital records in Michigan, they need to talk to the Attorney General. Okay, well, just to clear this up, you just said that the original birth certificate is owned by the state of Michigan, correct? Absolutely, but not the person.
Okay, well, yeah, I got that. Not the living being, you mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's just a document. And so when someone wants to go to get a driver's license, they can't use that which is not theirs. They don't own the birth certificate. See, the state of Michigan does. So what I'm asking is simple. A representative of the state of Michigan needs to give me written permission to both request and use the birth certificate. If I don't get it, then I cannot use those things legally. It's against the law to do that.
Well,
and you're not an attorney. You're not an attorney, so you can't say otherwise.
Well, I'm telling you now, thousands of people do it every day, and if everybody that does that is breaking the law, then you should feel comfortable going ahead and breaking the law. If you think everybody else is doing it illegally, I suggest you contact the Attorney General. There's a copyright on the birth certificate. That's called infringement. Anytime you use it, it's fraud. There is not a copyright on a birth certificate.
Do you want me to tell you where it is?
No, I don't need to, and I'm done. I don't need to argue this. I have nothing.
The Crown. Listen. You're a fraudster. You're not a fraud investigator. You are a fraudster.